good morning or afternoon or whatever it is. I'm a teacher and it's summertime, so I have absolutely no way of knowing what time, day, week, month, or year, or even planet this is. What the heck is this video? Almost certainly not anything you need to watch. What this is an assignment that I've been given in a summer course that I'm taking, and the topic of the course is strategies for teaching literacy among students. It's a good course, but the challenge I've been experiencing in the course is that it is very much geared toward elementary students, introducing literacy concepts to elementary students, often for the first time, which means it's been real challenging for me to transfer this very good material, very good information, very good skills to the population that I teach, which if you know anything about me, I'm a high school teacher, and I teach fairly complex concepts. I've been teaching a humanities course. It's very philosophy heavy. My students walk away knowing Aristotle better than they know their own face, or at least they're supposed to. And upcoming, I'm launching a course on classical studies, the literature of Greece and Rome. So the assignment that I've been given is to create a 2 to 3 minute book talk to, and again, it's designed for elementary students, the way I read it, to inspire an interest in a particular book for elementary students. I thought what I'd try to do for this assignment is somewhat transfer it to a context I may actually be able to use. So I'm imagining this as a talk given to students in my upcoming classical studies course, students who have been reading the Iliad. So this video is for demonstration purposes only. It is just a video that I'm making because it's a class assignment for a class that I'm taking. You didn't have to start it. You don't have to finish it unless you're part of this class discussion thread that's going on right now. But I will say I do like the book that we're talking about, so I will mean everything I say. I'm just not saying it to anyone in particular other than imagined future students in a fictitious setting. So, folks, we've been reading the Iliad, and one of the big challenges we've bumped into is that, as good as this is, and I feel kind of dumb calling the Iliad good, I don't think Homer needs my endorsement, but I give it. I'm sure he's very happy about that. But it is, it comes from such a different time and place than we're used to. And it's written in such a different format than we're used to. Even if not all of us have grown up reading for pleasure, which fix that. You only get better at it by doing it, and it will revolutionize your life. George R. Martin says, the person who reads lives 1,000 lives before he dies. The person who doesn't read just lives and dies once. For all of us, it can be very difficult. We don't normally read in the hexameter of epic poetry, which makes it hard to relate to the characters, which is why I want to introduce you to this extraordinary novel from Madeline Miller called The Song of Achilles. Here, Ms. Miller, this is a contemporary, written in our own lifetimes, that doesn't say much, written in 2012. Okay. Miller retells the story of Achilles in a way that is very, very faithful to the Iliad and to all the other sources of tradition about Achilles, but in a way that's meant to grab a hold of the hearts and minds of today's readers. What does she do? Without changing the story, all she does is she enters into the story and addresses the things that today's readers may be most interested in. Very interestingly, she tells the story from the perspective of Patroclus. Patroclus, that tragic figure who ends up dying basically in Achilles' stead, which is what sets off Achilles. Lifelong best friends, companions, Homer's not explicit about the romantic nature of their relationship. Other ancient writers just assumed it was a romantic relationship. Ms. Miller dives into what that relationship might have been like. Here, just a little bit of content warning. There are moments of, not pornographic moments, but moments of an R-rated nature when it comes to the romantic side of their relationship. It also explores Achilles' relationship with his mother. You know, I don't know about you, you know, the relationship between a guy and his mom, you know, everyone's is different, but that's such an important relationship forming somebody that there could be all sorts of complications. Imagine if your mother were a goddess and you're not. What might that relationship look like? And it explores the relationship between Patroclus and Thetis, Achilles' mother. Really fascinating dynamic there. Have you ever, well, A, you're theoretical fictitious people, and B, this is a video, so I'm not calling on you to share any personal information because you're not here. But in the back of your mind, say, have you or someone you know ever been in a romantic relationship where there's a lot of pressure to impress or please the family? Well, imagine if your boyfriend's ma is a goddess and she doesn't think you're good enough for him. This is really a fascinating work. Lots of personal insight into the characters. Also, plenty of action. You've been reading Homer, and you know Homer is full of blood and guts and brains and eyeballs being knocked out of their sockets and people puking blood and all the fun things that make going to school worth it. You've got that action here too in Achilles, Song of Achilles. It tells the same story, but it does it in a way that's meant to speak to men, women today. So I hope, if anyone's still watching, again, there's no reason for you to be unless you're part of that one discussion thread and that one class I'm taking in July of 2021. But if you are still watching, well, thanks for coming to my book talk. Do yourself a major league solid and pick up a copy of The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller wherever books are sold. How do I stop this?